What is going on, guys? We're back with another video, and we, did a little Twitter poll. If you want to see Twitter, you want to be a part of that kind of stuff, top line of the description, maybe, or, I don't know, something. It's Jeromepkr. It's the exact same all across the fronts for my Gamertag, my YouTube channel, my Twitter, my everything. So, pretty easy to follow me there. We were doing the Bills because that was the consensus. Dolphins are probably next. Nathan Peterman, of course, is going to be the starter for us. Not a question about it. I mean, this is a fantasy style, so I really don't know where to go. All I know is that Tre'Davious White is clearly a starter. Same with Micah Hyde. Might move him to corner. We'll see. Poyer, also a starter. Might move him to corner. We'll see. We'll take a look. I believe we are playing a 4-3. Jerry Hughes, what, 28? 29. Come on, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. What are you doing? What do you do? Kyle Williams is about to retire. So we have some options here. Okay, so yeah, we don't have a lot of talent. I mean, we got Kelvin Benjamin, which is a nice addition. Not really a great developer on Madden. I mean, really, he's honestly a glorified tight end, which I actually like that option. So I'm not mad at it. Andre Holmes, sorry, bro, but you're 29. He's 29. I was just kind of going with the flow. Lesean Mccoy, this is a tough one. He's 86 overall, but he's a decent player, and I like Lesean Mccoy a lot. Like, Shady was so sick as an Eagle. I loved him. I actually loved him like a brother, even though I've never met him. It's just, sometimes you just know these things. You just knew he would be good to you, and if you died, he would take care of your kids. Or you probably not, actually. I don't think anyone would want to take care of anyone else's kids. I think I would have a pretty tough time doing something like that. I'd be like, yeah, well, did you leave me any money? If not, then, well, hey there, pal. Greg Robinson, slow dev. Eee. I always kind of liked Greg Robinson because he was really strong, which is, like, obviously one of the toughest traits to upgrade, but Damian Mama, I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know, Damian. You're kind of scaring me. Joey Hunt. Oh, okay, Joey Hunt's got a little bit of talent here. I like to go into the free agency. Dorian Johnson. I don't know why this guy's always there, but I will take him. I don't even know what our offensive line situation is. I just know that it's not great, especially with guys like Richie Incognito. Richie bullied his friends. Basically, long story short, Darrelle Revis is a chief. I would love to start a younger quarterback, but I think the option is to start Tyrod for a year, because I just do not want to trade for one. And then if there's a rookie, we'll take him. If there's not, I'm going to be disappointed because I do not want to use Tyrod again. So honestly, offensive line-wise, the only guy we're really willing to keep is Cordy Glenn, probably, because everyone else is on the older side. We got Jordan Mills, 26. He's okay. No development. Vladimir Ducasse, no chance. Eric Wood, no chance. Incognito, I'm definitely going to trade. I like him for a year one, but I don't think this Bills team is a year one team. They're struggling in real life, and Madden Sim is more unforgiving than real life. Let's just call it how it is. I value Allen Robinson quite a bit, so I will take this trade if we can get it, which we can. Incognito, a second this year and a third next year for Allen Robinson. Basically, the only reason why we got him is because he's on a contract year. Fourth round should do it. I'm going to be disappointed if it's not. This is a huge move to get the fourth. Yes. Renzo Alexander, Eric Wood, and a fourth for Gordon. Once again, I think we're targeting players that are on a contract year, which isn't the worst thing in the world if we get rid of the money that's already here. So let's see. Really, they need a running. I was about to say they need a running back, and they're gonna not take Lesean Mccoy, which is all right because we could trade these guys elsewhere. Either way, Joey Bosa is a great player. Lesean McCoy, Jalen Mills, or Jordan Mills, not Jalen. Jordan Mills, and a second round for Joey Bosa. Overall, I think the Chargers had a decent bit out of it. They lost big time. What am I even talking about? New trade, Nathan Peterman, Sharice Wright, and a 5th round pick for the Jets' 1st round pick. Don't know if it's an overtrade, but we trade EJ Gaines in the 3rd round next year for Jared Davis. It's an interesting decision because that brings us down to one cornerback. Obviously, I have the plans to either move Poyer or Hyde over to corner, but we're getting thin, and it's rough. So we get a trade for a safety, Eddie Yarbrough, Williams, and Thornton for Carl Joseph. Hopefully he doesn't need a contract too. I don't think he does, though. He's pretty damn young. Yeah, there's no way he needs a contract yet. I don't know where EA comes up with these numbers, but President Brown somehow has quick dev. He's very slow, but in Sim, I don't think that matters too much, especially for linebacker. I don't think the speed factors in for a for overall boost too much. Ooh, that sucks. Either way, I don't know who we're going to put at free safety. A cornerback. We're going to have to sign a few free agents as well. I'm really not sure how to peg this season because I think we could do some special things. But the question is, do I want to? I don't know. Joe Webb. That's racist. Okay, they want him to. That's racist. 2 black quarterbacks. Nathan Peterman was also black. Confirmed, clearly. No depth, but with 3 first-round picks, we should be able to make something happen. We do have Kansas City's pick, which is probably stupid. First things first, we need an actual like running back backup. I mean, even Antonio Andrews would be a decent backup because all the guys we already have are slow, but at least Andrews is, you know, younger. Do I go with the traditional James Wilder? He's not going to get it. Ooh, Tim Hightower is not bad. I'm looking for the carrying. Calvin Taylor's not bad either. And we're going to go with Ungjambangbe. I don't know what his name is, but that's the guy we're going with. What should we pay for DeMarco? Well, this is the team anyways. This is what we're rocking with. I have cut a couple of guys. The biggest obvious downfall of this team is offensive line, but I needed to start a couple of youthful guys. What is he got quick? Ali Marpet is so sick in this game. What's his actual stats, though? Pass block's a little low, but he is a really good lineman, and he's really easy to trade for. We're going to have a couple of guys to sign, though. I tell you that. It's a couple of re-signers. Melvin Gordon, Allen Robinson. Honestly, Kelvin and Jordan Matthews might also be on that list. Might have our whole wide receiver core on the contract dole. Let's take a look. Is Kelvin as well? It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. It would not surprise me at all. Okay, he's close, but not quite. Either way, that's the offense. Not the best offense, but we definitely transformed it. And then defensively, I like where we're at. We got Poyer at number 2, Tre'Davious at number 1, Revis at number 3, Jared Davis. If he can win off our defensive rookie of the year like he usually does for the AI, we're going to have ourselves a pretty good youthful defense. So I don't know who the hell goes on the... What the hell do we have? Auto... Did I put that on for this? Why the hell would I do that? That was stupid as hell. I have auto stupid on. I don't know what that even means, but I have the auto crap on. Why would I do that? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think of the record's going to be. But we do have 3 first-round picks, and that's the big thing. I want to go 8-8 at least, so I'm going to say 8 wins is our projection. Let's get on to it. Hopefully we can get some XP for the young guys. I'm not saying this could be, and I'm not saying this is a 1-year Super Bowl team, but it very well could be. We built this team up pretty nicely. Actually, what is the offensive line looking like? We're 50-50. Okay, maybe I'm overhyping this team a little bit, but there's just something about Tyrod Taylor that makes me think he's just going to go out and dominate. Jordan Matthews is an interesting guy here. I don't know. Obviously, let's knock this contract out, though. Clear as day, Allen Robinson gets the nod. Preston Brown, he had quick. He's 24. He's a little slower, but I think we probably will re-sign him. But more importantly, let's go on to the news. Let's take a look at if there's a draft story. There's one. Raymond Grissom, a talented strong safety. Ironically, safety is not an issue here, but who knows? Raymond, I don't know why I said Rashawn. Raymond Grissom. Yeah, not looking too great. We need... What do we need, actually? We need a linebacker, I think. And linebackers are the biggest issues at the moment. This guy looks alright. He's 21 as well from USC. You know, game's got to be like, alright, USC, here we come. I like some of the guys we've seen so far. We're 0-4. I don't know how the hell we're 0-4, but we are. And it's pissing me off. Tyrod Taylor. Oh, yeah, quarterback. We need a quarterback. Oh, okay. So throw on the run, A short. B throw on the run. Okay. I don't know why the Xbox One X is so crap with that. Like, there's the menus are just like laggy. The crazy part is we're actually still in it. The Patriots, I don't know why, are just absolutely horrendous right now. We're only 2 games out of it, and if we can win against the Patriots here, which we probably won't, things could get pretty interesting. And the only thing out of the question is us going to the playoffs. 8-8 would be our best, and we probably won't get that 5-8. Patriots are winning, so I think it's physically impossible unless they lose every game and we get the tiebreaker, which I still don't think we would have. But we're still week 15, which is an important week. Take a look. A bunch of dudes, which is something you should not really get excited about unless that's your thing. Oklahoma left outside linebacker Wentworth. Do not remember who he is. He might be a first-round pick. He gets a Heisman Trophy, which is nice. DB Ferguson picks off 3,000 on route to Player of the Game honors and final collegiate game. Quarterback rarely left his feet. So quarterback from Florida QB. Silva is left searching for answers, which is good because that means he dropped. And then Everett Harris has had swings of good play and bad as he has thrown. Ooh, I don't like that because I really think this Harris guy is going to be good. Or he's the best option at least, and now he's looking 50-50, kind of like our season. This guy must have came out of nowhere, or we just didn't finish the stuff. I mean, he's superstar dad. That's good to know. Quarterback Everett Harris has dropped to the second round, which I love to hear. Go, though. Please tell me we get some sort of award. Jared Davis. That's the big one. The biggest one by far is Jared Davis. Tom Brady wins MVP. Came back nicely on the season. I mean, really nothing Tyrod could do there. Not a good season at all. We went 6-10. Not going to show you guys the record because if you think I cheated, you're honestly not a smart person. Tyrod Taylor was horrendous. You are gone, my friend. Absolutely gone. Did you 15 touchdowns for a guy that played 16 games? You aren't even professional level anymore. Look at the touchdown total. How do you win games if you can't score? I mean, I'm not going to lie. The offensive line wasn't great, and the team just wasn't great in general, but what is that? Like, what actually is that? That is horrendous. What was Jared Davis' tackle total? 130. I don't see him winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, and that is such a huge award. Whenever he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year first year, he ends up becoming a 99 overall in 2 years. He's absolutely insane. Please, something. Anything at all. Offensive Rookie of the Year, do we have one? I don't think so. And of course we do not have it. We have number 3. And there goes Jared Davis' chances of being a superstar. He's going to be about maybe an 85 by the end of this rebuild because he lost the one award that just skyrockets any player in this franchise. And also on top of that, I forgot to bump the XP sliders, which honestly at this point was probably a good thing because we didn't win anything. We did terribly, so me forgetting to do that. Actually, I don't even think I did. I think I did that right away, actually. Let's take a look. Okay, I didn't. Thank God. Thank God I didn't, because, like I said, what a waste of a season. Anyways, Eagles versus Steelers. Javari Dupree takes home the All-Star MVP, which makes him a superstar dev. And we was one of the stars at the All-Star game. Was it another linebacker? Jimmy Harrion plummets as questions grow about conditioning. So he's a little injury prone, is that what I'm hearing? Packers would sign him up in a heartbeat, without a doubt. He goes down the draft boards for most teams, but for the Packers, they hear about that injury proneness, he jumps the board. That's the top priority as soon as you hear that. But I don't like him. Like, he's 26 now. Darrelle Revis, I don't even remember signing him, but it makes sense. Don't want you. See Moore. If we needed a linebacker, we'd go for him. This is a tough one because lineman is a big issue. I don't see Dorian Johnson in the future, though, so I'm not going to go for him. Yeah, I am not tagging you. Joey Hunt, he had potential. How much XP does he have? Is there a way to check that? He had 73 XP. Yeah, no thank you. Screw it, I'm not going to give him a contract. He's an 81 overall. I mean, I could just start a rookie and get that within a year, potentially. As long as we get a good quarterback. Plus, there could be something better. I mean, I think we saved a decent bit of money. It's going to be an argument. I don't know. It's tough. Like, we got Marquise Lee here. I mean, I know the Redskins are offering him cash, but he clearly has much better upside. So, I don't know. I don't know what to really think. Mike Hilton, good cornerback. Jordan Matthews getting a couple offers. We'd probably pretty much get him for the price we could have, just maybe a little bit more. Teddy Bridgewater. Am I really willing to go for Teddy Bridgewater? I think I might be. Favorite time ever? I mean, you get to see after week 1 what your player signings are. Anunwa is the only one to sign, and that is kind of unfortunate because Greg Robinson was one of my guys that I kind of wanted. LeGarrette Blount, 129 points. Get the hell out of here. Greg Robinson, they upped the ante a little bit. I'm willing to pay some money for this man. Not that much money. That's crazy talk. Everett Harris, 5.0. Obviously, absolutely no speed at all. Do we have anyone else here? What about Morgan Streets? 5.0. Landon Brewer, 4.8. I really don't know. Morgan Streets, he's 21. They mention him. His speed will leave him at probably, a 77-ish. So 4.31 is the third fastest, but that's a couple of guys are tied at that, so I don't expect to see that much speed. Hansen might have that. No? I thought Hansen would have been one of them. Offensive line's a huge issue, so I cannot screw around anymore with tight end and wide receiver or any of that. It's got to be offensive line. We got rejected. I gave him 100 points. Or maybe it was 99. Either way, better than anything anyone else gave him. Oh, my God, that sucks because it's like we're spending money. Or we're not spending money. That's the problem. We have too much money and we're not even spending any of it. What the hell? The left tackle position is stacked this year. Jimmy Harrion. They mention him a 4.5. I don't know what his story is, but I think I might have to go for him. Not going to lie. Normally, I never go for those types of players, but a 4.5 flat at middle linebacker in a draft, that's pretty rare. Ooh, a little nice safety as well. There we go. And we have number 1 and 2. Yeah, this is going to be a sick draft. So we have lots and lots of options. The Browns are going to be giving us 2 first rounds and a second round this year. The Redskins are giving us some good offers too, though. Nah, we're going to take the Niners. I would love to have another draft pick this year, but the Niners are going to give us next year's pick. And that's a good trade because if I were to say, hey, I'm not trading down, that's who I would have taken. I like the Raiders. So at number 8, we still have a few options here. Landon Brewer. Quarterback is such an important draft pick for us this year, but I don't believe in that guy. We're going to have lots and lots of future stuff. Turner Booth looks amazing. Please be amazing. Quick dev. 80 over. Okay, I'm so confused because he's an 80 overall and they're ranking him as a 34th best. How? How is he 34th? He's clearly like top 20. I don't know. There must be a lot of good talent in this draft then if that's what they're saying. I had honestly no plans on it, but I think we're going to have to. And he's normal dev, 80 overall player, really good player, so I am not mad at all. So I might just take him here. He's a mid-second round. We're going to take him now. 79 overall, thank you. Like I said, normal dev, but he's got good quarterback stats and clearly a better option than Tyrod. Antoine Ware, one of the best offensive line prospects I've seen. 81 overall, supposed to go 7. Amazing offensive lineman. We are drafting absolute fire. We're going to let this thing go down because we have draft picks here as well. DT Matt Silva, pretty big position for us, and I expect minimum of quick. Slow dev. Okay, so great player, just slow dev, which is really shocking. I honestly can't believe that's actually a thing right now. Strong safety, B+ hit power. I mean, if this guy isn't at least a 75 overall, I will be shocked. 72. I mean, it wasn't a bust. I mean, we're still probably going to start him. Maybe? I don't know, actually. Is Hansen still there? He is, but Gorier is clearly the better option as of right now. Please be quick dev. Normal dev, but he's an 80 overall. Great player. 21 as well. I didn't even notice that. He's an amazing cornerback. Great steal. I'm pretty sure they mentioned it. Either way, he's an amazing player. Superstar dev, 77 overall. Great coverage linebacker for us to start this season. So late 5th is the next pick we want, which I honestly don't know. That's 3rd round ending. So this middle linebacker for sure. Late 6th. Got ourselves a quick linebacker, 78 overall, 84 speed, good hit power, good tackle. That's why I did not care about losing Milano Cookie. Spencer Philyaw, whatever his name is, quick dev. An interesting guy. I don't know. This is an interesting one. Do we start him? I don't know, because he's 6'3", 23. Quick dev is nice, but very 50-50s. I don't know. He's an interesting player, that is for sure. I don't know if this is the best draft we ever had, but it was one hell of a draft. We grabbed 4 players in the first round, and they were all good. Turner, Booth, quick dev, great offensive lineman. Savoy, normal, but a great player. Everett Harris, normal, great player. Antoine Ware, normal, great player. Silva, slow, but he's a great player. Rodriguez, potential starter. Gourier, great player there. Herrion, whatever his name is, not a great player, but he's very fast. Dupree, pretty solid player with superstar. Mitchell, backup. Stevanovic, try to fit him as a starter. And then Phil Yaw, at least a backup. Should really show some of the other players. I don't remember who the hell. I guess the only player I'd really want to know is about the quarterbacks, because there was a couple of guys that were up to no good. And they could have been in our neighborhood, but did not pull that off. I'm going to be mad if that black quarterback was good, because I almost pulled the trigger on him. He's not a bad player, but I don't know, just Harris seemed like the guy. And hopefully he is, because he's still good. Couldn't get it done, just no dev. Might be able to get to quick, just winning an award, though. So Wentworth, superstar dev, good player. Definitely would be worth it. Landon Brewer, 11th overall, 79 overall, quick dev. I would say he is probably better than the guy we got, but they took him 11th. So 8th overall, superstar dev, amazing middle linebacker. Thomas McDonald, number 9 overall. Morgan Streets, normal dev, pretty solid stats. I like the fact that he is 21. But, I mean, all 3 teams went pretty well with their quarterbacks. We got the budget of the 2, but we also saved draft picks on it. This is going to be an interesting team this year. We definitely have an interesting one. Kind of wish we would have started Zay Jones now. Offensive line, do we still have a guy missing? Are we still missing an offensive line? We drafted like 2 or 3 guys and still need more. That is ridiculous. We definitely need to make some trades. I would assume Philly Brown will not. It's not even Philly, it's Preston. Preston Brown probably will not start because we got Stevanovic and Dupree. But he will be a great backup. Definitely worth the signing on him. This is going to be an interesting decision as well. What do we do here? Because we could see that we have rookie Rodriguez. Doesn't really have a spot to start. And then we have Micah Hyde and Poyer, who should both probably play a little corner. But I don't know if we have a spot for them at cornerback either. So I really don't know what to do. I will say, though, Gourier clearly better than Savoy. So Gourier will be the number 2 without a doubt. But we did have a really good draft. Wish we would have got like an actual pass rushing outside player. Could easily trade for one right here. We'll see what we're going to do. And we get a pretty damn sick player, and it's a very fair trade. Obviously, this is a realistic, so I really don't care. But Jerry Hughes, Covington, and a first-round pick for Von Miller. And you might say that's a little crazy because Jerry Hughes is only 1 year older than Von. But with Von's stats already being like pretty much maxed, he can't really go down too much. But he could be a good 1 year player. Yeah, I was about to say I might try to do that more often. I normally don't look at numbers, but no, I'm not having a tight end as number 46. Give him 88. What about... Do I really want to give him... I'll give him 85. Sadly, Dupree as a middle linebacker goes down to a 73 overall, but he's got to play there. That's the best possible chance for him to develop. And we get a steal of a century, a 6th round, and Patrick DeMarco to the Falcons for Tevin Coleman. The shocker is that it's year 2, and Tevin Coleman is still on the Falcons. That is a very rare sight. I think we have everything we need. I wanted a backup halfback, and we got one. Tevin Coleman's almost a starter, though. Does he have quick? Normal dev. He's going to need a contract, and I don't know if that's what we're going to give him, but that is beside the point because we just need a guy for now, and it doesn't cost us much. So hopefully we can get some good production from the defense this year. Offense, I think, was pretty great last year. It's just the touchdowns wasn't. Gotta say playoffs for sure. Tevin Coleman's going to be a tough decision if we want to re-sign him or not. I don't think he'll be too expensive, but we'll hit that road when we get there because that's a tough one. That is a tough one, and we are already 0-1-0 anyways. That's a good start. Texans to Clowney, we want you. I would hope so. Where else is the money going to go? They keep letting people go, just like the Packers. Wide receiver Long Russ has been by his father's side. And then we have Mabry. Mabry is a European guy. Mabry seems like a defensive player. We'll see, though. I do not see a Mabry yet. I do see Long Russ, though. He's the #1 prospect. Oh, my God. If that release would have been something else, or like a higher overall or something, that would have been insane. So Mabry, I would say, like I said, defensive player. Maybe a linebacker. Usually that's what they do. Offensive skill player and then linebacker. Or Mabry not. So we have Melvin Gordon who wants 5-year, 34.6. And that's exactly what Tevin wants. Kelvin wants a contract as well. Ali Marpet. This is not bad at all. Melvin Gordon, obviously, if we're going to only sign one of them, he would obviously be the guy because he has superstar versus normal. Maybe we don't sign Tevin because Griffin Skinner might be the best prospect I've ever seen. Stanley Stallings joins the... Okay, so another strong safety. And then has been the key to success. He's been shutting down coverage. So Banks Benson. And then even Benson is a safety. And he's terrible. Mabry is clearly the best. 10-6. Come on. There we go. 10-6. 8-8. 7-9. Rodgers is the MVP. We go 10-6 though. Like I said, mentioned that about 1,000 times now. Everett Harris, twice the touchdowns of Tyrod, or just about, and then one less pick. Rushing, Melvin Gordon definitely, well, not definitely, but he earned the contract. Tevin Coleman kind of earns one too, though. Receiving 6 yards from Robinson to get his. Marquise, though, 80 yards off, but 12 touchdowns for the rookie. So maybe a little XP there. Maybe one offensive rookie of the year. Who knows? Von Miller, 18.5. Silva, 10. That's pretty shocking. Bosa, yikes. And then corner, or DBs anyways. Did we get one from the rookie? Dupree got one. Cochran was rough. Natkin was decent. Marquise Mitchell with a kick return touchdown. No punt return touchdowns. 20th in offensive yardage. That's really bad. Defense must have been godly. Number 5. Bailing out the offense big time. Hopefully his XP changes something. 13th in points. Awards now. Tyrod Taylor, of course, to the Giants. Number 5. That's always the case. It pisses me off. All right. Defensive Player of the Year, Melvin Ingram. Do we not have anyone? Vaughn's number 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year. You've got to be kidding me. Number 2 to the Ravens. The Ravens rookie gets it. At least Dupree wins Defensive Player or Rookie of the Year. You got to be absolutely joking me. Number 2. I didn't even think about Offensive Rookie of the Year as their quarterback. I was like, oh, maybe our wide receiver will win it. 8K. I mean, their quarterback's going to be like a god, while our guy's going to be like an 85 overall. The fact that our quarterback only got to an 83, I think I got him to quick dev. Maybe he got to super with. And now he didn't win any awards, so he can't get to superstar. I did spend the XP on getting him to quick, but 83 overall only as a rookie quarterback. That's rough. I mean, he was obviously the training guy as well all year. What a throw. Mitchell, great catch. Oh, we got an interception, was it? Carson Stevanovic. There we go. What a clutch play by him. I did not mean to do that. And there doesn't matter because they're going to score a touchdown. We get 3. Start of the 4th quarter. And look at the clutch D. I get to choose one play here because it's the second half play. And we have not turned the ball over yet. So that's good. This is a really cool looking environment right now. Let's get some room. Our quarterback is not that fast. Gains about 9. That's going to be game. You cannot punt from your own end zone there. Well, I mean, you can because you kind of have to. Oh, is there a fumble? I think there might have been a fumble on the play. Get down the field. There you go. Get down the field. And we get a field goal with 2 seconds left. Clutch as it comes. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure there was a fumble, though. Almost 1,000% sure that's exactly what happened. Deshaun Watson got outperformed by a little bit. Actually, quite a bit. The passer rating is kind of a lie here. Rushing yards. Melvin Gordon did really well. Tevin Coleman didn't really touch the ball. Receiving, the rookies in full effect here. Both doing pretty well. Defensively, though, we had to have a great defensive game. Bosa was the only guy with a sack. Carson Stavanovich, though, of course, clutching it up. Ooh, I was about to say, so we should have a decent time of it, but now we're going against the Jags. That's the one team that's really hard to play because they have so much potential. Let's throw that to that guy. Good old Mitchell. And he's going to get caught down to the 25. That's a great one play that I've allowed myself there. Just absolutely horrible. And then we get a great passing play. Up by 7. Get the 2-point conversion. That's clutch. Defense clutches up. And then, like I said, no interceptions, and he goes and throws an interception. Defense clutches up. Forces a field goal. Good stuff. And what is that? Like, that is just horrendous. I still have one play that I can use if I want to. Defense. They go for it on 4th down, and it was converted. That is unfortunate. There you go. There you go. 3rd and 10. 35-yard to Melvin Gordon. Is that a touchdown? It is. 8 minutes in the 4th. I get one play. I might use it here. 3rd and 4. This is a clutch play to have to make. If you make this play on defense... Ooh, Von Miller is wearing an ugly number. If you make this play on defense, it's a completely different ball game. Oh, good play by me. I hit sticked early like an idiot, but that's still impressive. Are they going to go for it? Come on, defense. Did they stuff him? They stuffed him. What a clutch. And, of course, we just, like, blow the defensive stand. Oh, my God. What a joke this team is, man. Look at that. Oh, my Lord. That makes you want to commit suicide. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, well, there goes the season. What a joke. How do you have multiple 3-and-outs where you miss throws? Like, you don't even complete the pass. This quarterback is garbage. 50% completion on 55 attempts. That is just gunslinger failure. Oh, my Lord. I might have to re-sign Tevin just to trade him for some value. Like, what is that? That is just horrendous. Spiegel. And then Toon. Quarterback, Spiegel. Not a bad quarterback. Wide receiver, Salisbury. We already seen that guy. And then I don't know who this... Oh, Toon's the left tackle. He was actually pretty decent. Don't really need a lineman that badly, but I think we'll definitely go for him. 13 players to re-sign. Let's take a look. Tevin Coleman. Does he want more money now? I think that's what he wanted before. I will pay him because the penalty isn't going to be that much, or the bonus isn't that much. So if I do want to sell him off, I could trade him for something. Kelvin, definitely worth it just for the fullback ability. Ooh, this is bad. We really need Ali Marpet back. Thank you. Definitely want that running back, though, because I can start him and just trade off Tevin. Clowney. Ooh, that is a tough one. That is a tough guy to allow to go. 92 points, quick dev. Stats aren't that great, and we don't need them. Joe Thomas has no offers. Shout out to the Yonda effect. We need you. We need you. Well, we offered a contract. I think it might have been just Joe, wasn't it? I think it was Joe Thomas only. Yeah, Joe Thomas accepts. Please tell me Yonda didn't retire yet. Damn it, Yonda actually did retire. Griffin Skinner, a 4.64. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go for him anymore. I think we're going to just let the AI go for him and just admire him from afar. Little stalker moment, I suppose. Spears. Oh, Deontay Spears. That Joey Bosa replacement type. So we are primed for an amazing draft. Joey Bosa might be moving to defensive tackle if we do draft this outside linebacker, because the guy looks so good. We have number 4, 7, and what else? I think we have one more pick, 12. So not quite the picks I wanted. I wanted top 3 for sure. That's the top 3 is where you can get some amazing value for trade downs. Can't really do so much with the 4th without trading out. I'm just going to take Fincher now. I do not want to lose Fincher, and Fincher is way too good. This is an amazing corner. Normal dev, but really good. He should have been better than this, but still an amazing corner. You can't lie. We got cornerbacks to trade now, I'll tell you that. Definitely have some value. Russ goes number 6. I don't think we were going to go with him. I think Salisbury Stakes is who we were going to go with. Decent D-end. Not really a huge issue. Skinner, I really want to follow him. but obviously we're not going to draft him because he's just too slow. Late first for Bennett Skinner, huh? So we're definitely going to trade down. Pretty good stuff. Quick Dev, a bit underwhelming if we're going to be honest, but Quick Dev 96 jumping. He's a pretty good player. How is Skinner still on the board here at mid-first? I'm just going to take him. 79 overall. God, he is slow as hell. I don't know why I drafted him, but he's an amazing trucking back. I don't know what I'm going to do with him because I don't know why I even did that. And I don't even have a third round, so I'm going to lose that left tackle. I might actually lose the whole draft here. He is early 5th. 78 overall. A lot better than I actually thought. No Dev, but better than I thought. Don't even know if we have another draft pick. Skinner, I have no idea what we're going to do with him. I don't even know why I went with him. Salisbury, he was a decent player. Maybe he'll start, maybe he won't. Skinner was okay. Cyphers was decent. Lawston was, like, decent, but he'll definitely be traded. Not a great draft. Fincher was really good, but once again, I don't even need him, so I don't even know why I did it. Might just trade Poyer off. Mabry, 76 overall with Superstar, great player. A lot of players we grabbed that we didn't need. Lugied. He just got Lugied. One of the best quarterback prospects I've ever seen. This is the type of quarterback I like to see. 21 years old, 79 speed with great throwing stats. Long Russ, 6th overall. Superstar Dev, slow as hell like we expected. Toon, 78 overall, 2nd round. 27th pick. He's slow Dev, which is actually a little shocking. Le'Veon Rhodes. Either way, the Chargers got much needed offensive lineman help. Deontay Spears, 90 hit power. Really good player. Normal Dev is really disappointing, though. Walker Ball as well they got. I knew he was going to be great, and he was. Should have went for him instead. So, for some reason, they wanted Mitchell, who has quick Dev, over our cornerback. Poyer, the Browns pick, which is going to be actually a lot worse than people think, and Mitchell for DeAndre Hopkins. So, Skinner and Bourne for Trent Williams. 31 years old, a little on the older side. pretty clear to see that. So this is the roster heading into potentially our final year. Obviously, we have a little bit of XP to work with, so I might use that up before we advance, but it's nothing too major. Joe Thomas probably going to retire after this year. There might be a lot of contracts as well, but that's all right because, like I said, right now we're built for a win-now team, and we do have a little bit of money to retain some of these players. I say the next year would be the year that we'd be in trouble because there's some rookie contracts that are going to be running up. But yeah, that's pretty much the team. I'm going to use just quick sim the XP. And yeah, we're going to go on and hopefully make the Super Bowl. I mean, we definitely are making the playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs with this squad in a, I would assume, Tom Brady-less division, I would be shocked. It's actually, nah, I don't even care. I think Tom Brady's definitely gone. We had a 4-0 preseason, I think it said. Let's go to make the playoffs. Left outside linebacker, McKell, and right tackle, McCann. You see Joe Thomas trying to screw us? He wants a contract. Come on, Joe. There's no need for these lies. You know you're retiring. Joey Bosa needs a contract. Carl Joseph needs a contract. Reeder needs a contract. Not bad, though. Let's take a look. Money's running a little low, but of course, Bosa gets a contract. And then, of course, Carl Joseph would get one as well. Well, most likely, actually. I don't know. We do have a lot of safeties. Quarterback, Grant Brock. And then we got Brockers, Lantita, Jacobs. So I would assume our quarterback is good enough to finish out. He's terrible. I think our quarterback's been good enough to finish out this rebuild, clearly. But what is it? Like Lantita. Maybe he's the tight end, because there's a lot of good tight ends in this draft. Jacobs and Lantita. Seeming to the playoffs, and we were looking pretty good early on, so hopefully that continued to stay the same. Under the Patriots, we're looking really rough. And do we at least have a bye? I mean, first we need to be in, but then bye week is obviously number 2, and we do have a bye. 12-4, not a bad season. Looks like someone from the Jags was MVP, though. Oops, wrong thing. 4-0, like I said there. Lost to the Jags and Eagles, 2 teams that are very tough to beat. Then we lost to the Jets, which is shocking, and then Ravens, also shocking. Although I think the Ravens were in the... No, it wasn't. It was some other thing. Oh, Leonard Fournette was the MVP. Interesting. I thought it was maybe Bortles or something, but Leonard Fournette MVP, interesting. Tevin Coleman, 21 rushing touchdowns as a backup. Wow. Amazing. Hopkins did really well. Salisbury did not. Hopkins just dominated. The rest of the team just was there, really. Defensively, Miller and Bosa. Bosa got paid, and he played like it. Then you got corners. Tre'Davious White did well. Micah Hyde, decent players there. Kicker, Cameron did better than our other rookies slightly. Bordano did really well. Tre'Davious White with a kick return touchdown, no punt return touchdown. Yards, 7th in offense, a huge upgrade from 20. Defense was number 5 before and is number 1 this year. Scoring offense was 13. Or points scored in it was 13, and now it's 2. Leonard Fournette, 15, 0-1 they went. He had the MVP. That is ridiculous. Everett Harrison's number 10. At least we were there. We were a part of it. Please, some sort of rookie award. Who do we even have? Yeah, Salisbury. Defensive Rookie of the Year? It was just Fincher, yeah. So we didn't really have that many rookies, which is obviously going to affect your awards. Joe Thomas and Trent Williams. Von Miller. Getting a couple awards there, kind of sneaking in there at the end. Of course, we have a bye week, so we can sim a week and see who we have to play. Please not be like the Jags. The Chiefs. So, XP. Ooh, Everett had a lot of XP, though. It's like he's the only one on offense. Pretty much the only one at all. So, either way, I mean, that's... If one guy is going to get it, like I always say, that's the guy I want to get it as the quarterback. We're missing D linemen, so we're going to go with wide receiver. More effect there, I think, especially since D-linemen, our D-line is amazing. So the upgrades we have made, I don't even remember what the overall upgrades are, but team's looking good, period. That's all that matters. I think Kelvin Benjamin going to tight end was a huge upgrade for our team as well. Defense looks great. I don't see how we would lose, which is once again why I say if we don't get it done this year, it is over, because this is the perfect year. This is the third, I believe, the third finished season for us. 3 years seems to be the magic number on franchise. You know, the draft redos, which we didn't do one this week. You know, any more than 3 years and it would be too much, and any less it wouldn't be enough. And then here, any more years and it just doesn't even make any sense, because we're already the best we can probably get. Defense might have just won us the game there, and I think it did. So we're going to go quickly. Ooh, penalties again. Gotta love the cheating, and we did not win because we threw a pick. Quarterback is absolutely not clutch. I mean, although he's attempting a clutch drive here, which actually might be really clutch. We'll see. He scores a touchdown, 52 seconds left. The Chiefs have a chance. How many penalties are they going to get? We had probably over 200 yards of penalties that game. Oh, my Lord. There was like 30-yard penalties out of crack. What is that? Is there like a stat that shows that? Team stats. Where's the penalty yardage? Penalties, 10 for 123. Holy crap, that's a lot. And we still won. You guys suck. You guys rigged the game and still couldn't win. Melvin Gordon did all right. Tevin Coleman did all right. Alex Smith fumbled like an idiot. Salisbury did well. Kelvin Benjamin did well. Defensively, bunch of sacks for our team. Picks. Dupree had one. Let's go on to the next game, which is already the divisional. Going against probably the Jags, let's be honest. I mean, who else would it be? Going on to the next game, probably the Jags, like we mentioned. It'd be a tough one. The Bengals. All right, so this is like a walk in the park, most likely. 93 to their 84. This is too easy. So, starting this game off, they score first. Why wouldn't they? 3 points for us. Defense is doing as well as they can with this crap offense. I don't know what it is. We only get 3 again. Bengals get stopped by the defense. It is a 14-13 game. Defense is just amazing. I mean, look at the defense. Like, absolutely the only reason why we're even doing well. Look at that. Like, you can't even clutch it up there in the red zone. Defense, once again, making a play. And offense should easily be able to finish this game out. Good drive there. That was really good. Once again, another turnover. And clutch up, lockdown, win the game. A pick right at the end, too. 38-22, I believe, was the score. Going on to the Super Bowl. Home field advantage is clearly an important one here, as we have another snow game. So our quarterback didn't do nearly as bad as Dalton, at least. 1 touchdown. Gordon did really well. So did Tevin, though. Tevin did really well as well. Running game has been dominant. 2 great backs here in Buffalo. And Janikowski missed 2 kicks. I guess 1 was blocked, but either way. How is he still in the league? What is he doing? Pro Bowl, then the Super Bowl. Going against probably I was about to say Eagles or Packers, and it is the Pack. The Pack attack. Buffalo versus Green Bay. 93 to their 90. The Packers have a good roster. They have a good overall right now, so it's a little worrisome. Let's see what we can do. Here we go into the Super Bowl versus the Packers. We do get to kick first, which is nice, kinda, because our team usually gives up the touchdown right away. And only three. Defense is doing the best they can because the offense is doing nothing. They can't even get past the midpoint. And is that a pick? I think that was a pick. Defense clutch as hell, man. Like, the defense is just so good. Look at how good the defense is. Huge turnaround. Start of the third quarter, up 10, up 17. If the Packers don't do something soon, I think they might have just lost. They just got shut out after the first quarter. Look at this. Like, this is just next level defense. Next level defense. Offense has an easy job, and they kick a field goal, 37-10. Packers do score in a hurry, though. 20 points is too much, though. 20 points is too much. And that is a dominating Super Bowl. 37-17 versus my Packers. Mike McCarthy is not a happy man. I'd be pissed as hell if I was a Packer fan here, which I obviously am, but not in this scenario. Don't care at all. Good play, lads. Defense is so clutch. They carried this whole team throughout the playoffs. There was, really no game the offense was like, you know what, defense, we got you. No, it was always the defense setting up the offense, short fields and everything. But the Bills win a Super Bowl here, so very impressive team. Got a couple of guys that we're not used to getting, like Von Miller. DeAndre Hopkins does not deserve that at all. Allen Robinson was a cool one as well. The quarterback was okay. I don't know. He was a weird one. He didn't score a lot of touchdowns, but he was pretty accurate. Didn't really throw a whole lot of picks. Definitely not the best quarterback we've ever had at all, but still a good one. Harris is pumped. Dupree was a good pick for sure. Gordon was an okay trade. Pretty average cornerback or running back stuff. The drafts for the cornerbacks, though, those were amazing. DB classes were so stacked. We got so many good players there. It was unbelievable. We hoist the Lombardi and another successful rebuild, fantasy style. And let's take a look. So, wow, Harris did really well. He missed 7 throws out of 39. Rodgers was completely shut down. Rushing, really didn't run the ball too much, but Melvin was on pace for a good game. Really just defensive battle for us, and just short field, easy scoring, nothing too spectacular. Good kicking from the kicker, 37-17, final Super Bowl score. Finished with a 93 overall, 95-0-99D. So not the best rebuild we've ever had, but a pretty good team nonetheless. Some good overalls. Offensive line, we ended up with Trent Williams, Joe Thomas, and Yonda at one point. That's pretty weird. That's a pretty weird one. Defensively, Jared Davis was okay, not as good as he normally would be. Dupree and Stoyanovich, good players. Silva was a decent player. DJ Reader was a kind of a steal for us from the Texans. Cornerbacks, great class there. Or great core anyways. Von Miller was okay. Bosa was really disappointing, honestly. But that is going to be the rebuild. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for experiments, what-if ideas, rebuild challenges maybe, anything at all, let me know in the comment section. Maybe leave a like on the video because this thing did take a long time to make, as with every rebuild does. But anyways, hope you guys come back for next video. Tomorrow should be something, not sure what. But until next video, see ya!